Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Christian Comedy Club. Tonight we are pleased to present the Buddhist Comic.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here with you tonight at the Christian Comedy Club. I am Buddhist Comic, yes. Thank you. You know, I can feel the emptiness in the room, can't you? Thank you. You know, it's there's not a great difference between the Christians and the Buddhists, unless, of course, you take into account that the Buddhists don't believe in an eternal God. I suppose that's a pretty big difference. But anyway, I want to assure you all that being a Buddhist comic, you're not going to be hearing a bunch of make me one with everything jokes, or vacuums with too many attachments, or schizophrenic Buddhists who want to be two with everything. There won't even be any. How many Zen Buddhists does it take to screw in a light bulb? Tree in golden forest. Well, okay. Let me give you an example of what you are going to hear. Okay, so there are these two colleagues. They go into a bar, and one says to the other, "I hear you're a Buddhist." And the Buddhist says, "Yeah, you want to make something out of it?" Thank you. No, really, yes. No. Okay, well, let me explain this a little. You see, the Buddhist thinks there's no such thing as independent self-arising. They don't think that anything comes into being by itself. Everything is what they call dependent arising. Everything is compounded, made of something else. So, of course, this gets me thinking, and I decide to ask my guru a question that keeps coming up for me. So I go to him and I say, "Rinpoche," which is what I call him, "Rinpoche, isn't masturbation an example of self-arising?" And he smiles and he says, No, it's just clinging to self." Thanks a lot. You know, I started thinking maybe I'm thinking too much about this whole thing. So one day I'm looking through the paper and I discover this group, Thinkers Anonymous. I think it's perfect, right? So I go to my first meeting and it's my turn and I say, "Hi, my name's Ron, and I haven't had a thought in." Oh, wait a minute! I just had a thought. Wait a minute! I just had another thought. You know, thinking about thinking, one of my favorite Buddhist jokes is actually about one of the greatest Western philosophers, René Descartes. So you see, René Descartes goes into his favorite bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, Monsieur Descartes, how nice to see you. Wouldn't it be the usual?" And René Descartes says, "I think not," and disappears. Thank you. This must be what the sound of one hand clapping sounds like. I tell you, these Buddhists are a funny lot, aren't they? I mean, the first enlightened thing the Buddha says is everything is suffering. Pretty funny stuff, huh? And then when someone asks him, and you mean everything is suffering? And the Buddha said, "Isn't it?" Hey, thanks. No. Anyone enlightened yet? Hey, speaking of that, how many Buddhists does it take to screw in an enlightenment bulb? Hey, what's enlightenment anyway? Hey, come on, I'm dying here. I'm just kidding. Well, Actually, I'm not kidding. No, there's something you don't get from your other ways of being, huh? The Buddhists love talking about dying. Impermanence, they call it. Now, that ain't funny. I don't know what is. So what's the good news here? Actually, that's it. No matter what, we're dying. Some of us a little sooner than others. Yeah. Well, I guess the good news is here we always got karma, huh? Good old cause, condition, and effect karma. It's because of our karma we're all here together today. How lucky is that? Just us chickens. Hey, did you hear the one about the Buddhist chicken? No, I'm just kidding. There aren't any Buddhist chickens. Well, I guess my time is up. You get it? That's an impermanence joke. Anyway, before I'm done here, I want to leave you with a paraphrase of that great semi-Buddhist comic, Stephen Wright. I don't want emptiness. Where would I put it? Hey, thanks. You've been real.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Buddhist Comic.